Today we're going to show you how to hold your bar properly. A lot of people, when they're learning, they learn to hold that bar way out on the ends. Alright? That ends up letting your shoulders sway a lot and your arms are out and all over the place. You really want to hold your bar about a thumb's length away from the center or closer. If you watch a lot of people ride professionally, you'll see that their hands are always in the middle because you don't really want that kite moving around a lot when you're throwing your tricks or when you're riding. It just pulls as a sail. So you want to start riding, keep that hand in the middle, and when you start to kite, you're going to see it's going to be a lot smoother on your turns. You also want to be able to ride with your elbows in. If you're out riding around and you have your arms out the whole time as you're kiting, you're going to end up getting tendonitis in your shoulder, in your elbows. From every time you hit a gust, it yanks your arms and it hurts after a while. So if you find that you're kiting, you have that bar out all the time, just depower your kite about halfway. You'll still have that same power. It'll let you ride with your arms in. You'll be able to control that power a lot more. You'll be able to dig your edge, jump higher, go upwind more. One bad habit I see with people that they do is they look at the kite. And I see people doing this as beginners. I see them doing this as proficient riders that have been riding for several years. They're always looking at that kite, especially when they're jumping. Now when you kite, you learn to use your feeling with it. And if you're riding along and you're looking away as you're riding and you throw that kite back, you're going to keep that edge, which is going to let you jump way higher because you're holding that edge. The more edge you have, the more speed you have, the higher up you go. But if you start to look at that kite as you send it, your body's going to go with wherever you're looking. So you look up and all of a sudden you're coming off your edge. You won't even notice it. You'll just lose a couple ground. You'll still jump, but you get maybe 10 feet. Whereas if you're looking away and you throw that and you can feel that lift coming and you pop at the same time as you get the lift, you're going to jump up there 20, 30 feet. It's nice and easy. Same thing when you do transitions. You start looking at that kite as you're transitioning, your body comes back and you fall down right on your butt. If you look at the water when you're riding, which is why I usually like to look at the whole time when I'm throwing tricks, is the water or where I'm going to land. And if you're riding and doing the transition and you don't look, and you're just looking at the water, you can feel that kite as it comes up. Pretty light day today, so I have to get that kite to move for us. There we go. Okay, so I can be riding, not look at the kite, and I can feel it. I can just feel right where that kite went. So another thing you can do is, I like to use the ends of these lines here sometimes as a reference for my students. They're sort of like antennas. Wherever they point, that's where that kite's going to be. And you know if you put your kite in one spot and you hold it there, eventually the kite's going to go there. But I can see with my lines where they're going. I know even though my bar's in this position, my kite's out in that position there. So I can watch, and out of my peripheral vision, I can see where my lines are, and that will tell me right where my kite's at if I need to, especially in the waves where you're not paying attention as much to your kite, you're paying more attention to what you're riding on. Alright, I'll show you how to walk with a kite. It's a very simple thing everybody has to do. A lot of people fight with it in the beginning. Anywhere you want to go, have your kite take you there. So if I'm going to walk to my right, put your kite over to the right first. Let it actually pull you a little bit, and then you can walk in that direction nice and easily. If your kite's to the right and you're walking to your left, you're going to be struggling, pulling on the kite. You're going to end up pulling the kite out of the sky, or the kite's going to just take off and yank you in wherever you want, wherever it's going. So anytime I'm going to go anywhere, always remember, put that kite there first. Just take your time, nice and easy. Once it's in place, you can grab your board and just let it pull you along. Remember, it's a lazy sport. You want it to be nice and easy. Let that kite do the work for you. Notice I keep my hand in the middle of the bar. That way I can control it. You don't want that hand out on the outside. Nice in here. You want that board behind you as well. In case there is a problem, if your kite should fly up, let go of that board and get your hand on there. If you're holding that board in front of you, the first thing you're going to hit is going to be the board. So anytime you wipe out or anything, that board's in front of you, get it away from you. Get that kite under control. Then you can always go back and go get the board. It's not going to go anywhere. There's always kiters around that will grab your board for you as well. As long as my kite's stable, grab the board, you don't have a handle, grab it from the side like that, or even grab a foot pad, you just drag it along.